This is Annie Hall Paulson's Coetail Final Project, November 2015.
We love technology and PE.
So last spring when I dreamt up my final project, I was the elementary school technology integration coach. At that point, it was my job and my goal to help others integrate technology into existing curriculum. Since I had a strong background of technology, I was confident in my use of the tools. But what I'm fishing for is a new way to use those tools in this completely new environment. I recognize now that my goals for the project may have been a bit lofty. I set out to achieve 5 goals. First, I thought I was going to develop 4 PE units: movement, fitness, catching and throwing, and gymnastics, all of which I knew nothing about in a professional sense from the physical education standpoint. Second, I thought that I would identify tools which would help students observe and reflect their work in the gym environment. Third, I thought that I would refine the process by which technology is introduced and used on a daily basis. Fourth, I thought that I would share my students' thinking, their learning, and the whole progress that they go through to learn skills in physical education. And finally, my 5th goal was to develop a personal learning network devoted to improving my craft as a teacher. I am a member of a WeChat physical education group, but again, that's just scratching the surface. It's important, obviously, that students are involved in the entire process, from the deciding which technologies to use to figuring out what really worked.
I like PE because there's AC and you won't be so hot instead of cool. I like PE because we play lots of games. It's fun and we get to do a lot of stuff with the equipment.
Watching me do a cartwheel is helpful because I can see that my legs are very straight, but I need to work on my landing. I can push my hands harder, so when I land, I can land better.
I know that our students respond well to video. They enjoy watching themselves, and they just need to understand how to use that tool to help improve what they're doing.
We think that watching a videotape of ourselves doing something will help us improve because then we can see our mistakes and what we need to work on. And then it can help us work together because then we can see that what we're each good at and then we could help each other.
Another way is we could look at the little tiny details that we need to work on, and after we keep doing them and we keep doing them, and finally when we get it, you can see that you finally got it on the video.
The pedometers motivate me to get more steps.
Sometimes the pedometers does not work too well. Sometimes you're not walking, but then it just counts your steps.
So the outcome of my project is that it's a journey, like so many other things in life, and I'm on the road. I realize that my outcome, my learning, shows that I'm just on that path, working towards improvement, and I've got a long way to go. So I've got lots of evidence to demonstrate the path I'm on, the journey I'm taking. Through my Twitter feed, through YouTube, through the videos showing evidence of what I'm working on with students, and through their testimonies, you can see what my gym looks like today, and hopefully you'll see it developing further as we get better and better at integrating technology into the physical education classroom. As I said earlier on, as a reflection of my goals, I'm really proud that I've gotten a start at least in each of the 5 goals that I set out to achieve. I have a long way to go, but I'm on that journey. It's funny to watch myself teaching, to see how I demonstrate with students, to see how I react to them, to see how I interact with them. I think that in reflecting on what I see, I look like I'm doing a pretty good job managing it all. This is a kindergarten class that I'm trying to motivate to be creative, and it's funny to watch them and interact with them and see how they respond to the different tools given, and especially in this rhythmic gymnastics unit where you can see students using hoops and balls and ribbons a bit in the background. You can see that I'm taking pictures, and the girls are in this group are they have a camera behind them that they know about, that they're not using, but they are practicing so that I'll come and record them when they're ready. Sometimes my reason for using video is simply to remember what I've done so that from class to class, like this is a 4-year-old class, that I can make sure that I've taught a skill that I wanted to. I can go back and revise, or I can take what I've done and change just a little bit based upon what students need more help with. So, as I reflect on my teaching and my learning and my use of technology in the classroom, the things that I need to think about the most are my students and how I can use video playback as a tool for reflection and improvement. Secondly, with colleagues, how I can use the information I've gathered for assessment. And third, for parents, not only as a showcase of learning, but a demonstration of skills, things that students are able to do, things that they can look forward to in the future as well. So I do have a pretty good web presence between Twitter and YouTube. I have a personal website, the Coetail website, my teaching website, all which I maintain on a fairly regular basis. Yet I would like to have all of these be a little bit more interactive and more proactive. So from Coetail and beyond, I hope that this is just the beginning. So as I wade into the great big swimming pool of SAMR and I aim towards that great diving board of redefinition, I want to figure out what computer technology allows for new tasks that were previously inconceivable in the physical education environment. For today, I reflect on my teaching, my students will reflect on their learning, and we will move along testing tools, and learning for the future. I'm super appreciative of Coetail and my new perspective as I continue on this journey to learn more and more about technology integration in the great subject of physical education. I know, per usual, it will continue to change. This is Annie Hall Paulson for Coetail. Thanks for watching and good night.